All right. So tabaxi are not tardigrades. Please elaborate.
Oh yeah, it's
Well,
absolutely not cool of wizards to take their tabaxi and, as Penny was saying, dragonborn, and just give them like forward knees in 2025.
But I'll tell you what is a tardigrade is if I summon a water elemental in the shape of a bear, that's a water bear, so that's a tardigrade.
Right. Yes.
Remember, bear biologist.
What we need is digitigrade.
Dang. Well, here we are hoping. Here we are with another live stream of the Concord Illuminati. Hi, my name is Molly. I use she, her pronouns. I am your dungeon master for the evening. And starting all the way to my right is Scarlett, who's not here. You know, T's and P's, everybody. T's and P's to Scarlett. F's in the chat for Scarlett. She won't be with us tonight. She'll be back in 2 weeks when we are.
You said F's, and I was like, "Is this much worse news than I thought?" Like,
no, it's mundane news. It's quotidian news, Penny. So then, after Scarlett, who Bayou will not be with us this week, but we will be back. We will be off next week because, like, everyone here is working a full-time job.
What?
We need a break.
Yeah.
Many of us here work full-time jobs and need a break sometimes. Or some of us just need a break sometimes. And then we will be back in 2 weeks. And so that'll be what? April what? April 12th?
17th. Or no, yes, 12th, I believe.
No way. That's so
12th
long.
is a Saturday. The 12th is a Saturday.
No, it's the 7th. The 9th. The 9th.
We'll be back on April 9th. Trev is sounding very confident here.
I looked at my calendar several times today, and I knew it. I forgot it. Knew it again. So.
Their beard is looking great today. Can we get a round of applause for Trev's beard?
What's her name?
My beard's name?
That was bad. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, what's your beard's name?
Yomson.
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 Nice.
Yeah.
So, the owner of Yomson, will you please introduce yourself?
Well, you've said my name so many times, but if you didn't know, I'm Trev. I use they, them pronouns. I play the lovely big buff Cheeto Puff that is Erish, she, her.
Wicked, throw it over to Penny.
My name's Penny, and I'm playing Zinsha, the Dragonborn that knows more than you think, but less than you want.
And finally, but not least.
Is this 3 times in a row that you? I'm Adora. I use she, her
finally, the blonde person.
Hey, there are 2 blonde people here.
I play Celestrina, who uses she, her pronouns.
Cool beans. So, when last we left off, anyone remember anything about what happened last time?
We killed an ooze, a blood elemental, a wizard, and I did a little bit of elf handling.
We prepared for a siege.
Freaking wicked. Can you tell me about elf handling?
Well, I didn't want to say manhandle.
Okay. That's
it.
You're not gonna clarify about what you did. You're just gonna throw elf handling out into the internet.
I yoinked Celestrina and took her on an invisible zip line. It was really fun. I think she mostly enjoyed the experience. I think we've grown closer because of it.
I was about to say, it seemed like
has never been stronger.
Seemed like a bonding experience, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of combat,
or a binding experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celestrina will not.
If I walk up to Celestrina again, Celestrina is just like, no.
We definitely are having a conversation that night. We had a conversation about this, about strategic objectives and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
I am still dead about Penny's original response, which was like, "Oh, you mean go outside where you're uncovered from nearly all angles and undefended? Yeah, like that."
Maybe we should stay in the place they had to infiltrate.
Yeah, the place that has enemies in it.
But you don't have any information. Okay, whatever.
Clearly,
Whatever. Next time,
clearly.
hey, next time, can I say this, C Celestrina? Next time you want to jump out a window, I can just carry you. So
Oh, that's great. That is so
Just-
reassuring. I'll let you know.
I can literally run up walls. I have a magic zip line. You want to get somewhere, you say the word.
I'll keep that in mind.
Stomachs turn with nervous energy throughout the city. Efforts at fortification throughout it continue as a few attempt to get their final night's rest. The first sign, and that's where Penny drops.
Penny's
Well, that's
actually
good
going.
timing. You're doing the intro.
Penny's going to bed. I mean, it's.
Well, hopefully they come back. Otherwise, it's going to be a really short episode of the Concord Illuminati. The first signs of the arrival of the flotilla, high in the night sky, piercing screeches, and a bright ring of orange magical energy pierce the quiet, betraying the presence of the enslaved drakes. As moonlight bathes the giant-kin flotilla, the first attacks on the external cities of Shal Afran and Januvari have begun. Heavy wooden and metal ships with a mixture of giant-kin, hollow-eyed undead creatures and humanoids from across Vermaret flit across the ships. Tremendous ballistae and trebuchet with piles of thunder runes sit ready for the fight ahead. As the first light of day breaks the dark sky, the water bugs of the Janurota are the first to ride out and meet the flotilla on the water, as volleys of magical energy hurl out from artillery banks along the island fortress of the Dagger's Edge. A tremendous tear in the weave interrupts the water bugs' bloody ballet, and a tremendous glistening mithril ship appears between the barrier island of the Dagger's Edge fortress and the city's central ziggurat. Hello, Isabel. Very nice to see you again, Gorge. You threw me off. As it comes to a gliding halt, a swarm of ruby, sapphire, and amethyst dragons with bright orange collars and giantkin riders erupt from the center of mass of the ship. Alarms blare throughout the center city as a wave of anti-magic resonance fills its borders, causing the weave to sputter as the city comes to arms. Gramo runs into the Ohabala observation room you have all been stationed in. Maps are strewn about the room. Faded scrolls with abjuration incantations sit in waste bins around the area. Gramo comes in with a look of terror in her eyes, barrels through the door, and says, "Come quick! We need to get the Northern Ward back up. We need you to protect us while." And you look behind her, and there's Taz and a figure that only I wrote Odyssey in the description, but only Bayou would recognize as one of the High Inquisitors, as one of the High Inquisitors of the Ohabala. We need your help to get the ward back up. The Northern Ward has not activated correctly. Come, please help us.
And Gramo is saying this?
Yep.
And we,
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Normally I would turn to Bay. I don't want to overdo the role play on Molly.
Bay
so
is there. Like their
Okay.
boss just said jump, and they just jumped as high as they could.
Okay, well, I'll just sort of start following wherever Bay goes.
Yeah,
Put myself-
Celestrina is jumping a little, like, not as high as she can. Probably, like, a comfortable amount. But she's going. There's no reason to hesitate for this.
Arish isn't gonna jump, but she will follow out with the rest of the group.
All right. So you dive from this position set back among the University of Ohabala, where you've had this privileged illusionist's view of what's been going on. As you move forward through the Thorn, the neighborhood where you had had some final meals with Odyssey and the final meal with Kendall, and for Bayou, the memories of traipsing through this neighborhood, now nearly completely abandoned, as it has been boarded up by the evacuees leaving the city. As you run through the southern market just behind Guillermo and Taz, of course, heavily enchanted, doing his best in this moment to not exert effort, just kind of using those long legs, just kind of moving it along, as nonchalant as one can be in wartime. You arrive to the northern ward, and you see a tower with a brilliant green glass dome over the top, and you see brain working. You see a sapphire and a amethyst, a purple amethyst dragons, with this bright burning collar around their neck, frost giant mounted to their back, tearing into this ward, trying to break its magical energy. Guillermo will run with you up to the top. How are you approaching this situation where you've got some dragons and a repair team that you want to take care of?
Okay, so Guillermo's team with Taz and the High Inquisitor are trying to repair the ward. We need to run interference.
Yep.
Is what they've asked us to do. And what we see is a frost giant on a amethyst dragon with an orange collar.
Yep, and the same with a sapphire dragon.
If it's
Okay.
not too much trouble, I would like to take a look at these dragons.
Yes,
and
as you're running forward, you study them.
And I'd like to discern the nature of their relationship to their rider. Like, are they enthralled? Are they mind controlled? Are they willing accomplices? Are the collars a status symbol? Are they a control mechanism?
So this is something that the rest of the group would be very familiar with, but totally makes sense that you would not be. This is the collars are the means of control.
Okay.
That the dragons use.
Okay. And these are
Or
not
that the
emerald
giants
dragons.
use.
These are dragons from like other ancient dragons that.
Yep.
Okay.
And so like when
Exactly.
we fought the dragon outside the like citadel on the sea, that dragon wasn't controlled by a collar. It was one of the like few willing dragons.
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Celestrina and Trev and say, have you ever fought these things with the collars before? Do you know what
Okay.
happens if we destroy the collar?
Out of character. Have we fought with the things with the collars before? Because we fought one without a collar. We found one
Out
with a
of
collar.
character, this cast has never fought one with a collar. You discovered one with the collar in
the boat
in season 1 in the boat.
Okay.
However, you were not able to get the collar off of it.
We weren't able to get it off, and we haven't heard from like Elan's folks that they've been figuring it out either. So we can't figure out getting the collars off. And weren't there like talismans that were connected to them that we figured out in like season 1 or 2 or season 2?
There is a control talisman to it. Yes, absolutely.
I'm looking
and
at
so, like-
Foundry, and are we in a setting on Foundry already?
You are.
Okay, everything's black for me. I'm having whatever the vision bug was that Faye was having.
Could you say that one more time, please?
Sorry. Me or Adora?
I think you are. Do you see now?
No. Everything's black.
So we retrieved the control amulet for the sapphire dragon in the boat before, but we weren't able to get the collar off, even though we had the amulet. But we were able to let it be free or whatever because we had the amulet.
But you couldn't remove the collar. Like, what kind of stuff is it? I guess these are questions I'm asking in character as I realize you guys know more than me. Like, can you not break them? They were like unbreakable metal or something?
I can't answer them in character because I don't remember them out of character.
They are made out of. They're not metal. They're made
metal.
out of they are magic. They're kind of a pure magic.
And we had the amulet for the sapphire dragon on the boat, right? We took it from.
And it was handed over to the Emerald Isle folks.
Okay. And then there's also, am I forgetting, were there like 3 amulets we needed to find for Nulamananji at some point?
Yes, still do.
And we had 1.
2.
2. Okay, so there's just 1 left. And these are unrelated. Okay, I'm caught up. So in character, well, we've encountered these collars before. They're made of pure magic, and I'm, even with time and an entire research team from the Ethereal Isles, we weren't able to figure out a way to get it off. And that was the cooperative dragon.
I see.
Still, we should try to avoid killing these dragons if we can, because they are subduable.
What will they do if we kill their riders? Do you know? Will they still attack us?
Well, the riders are holding control amulets, so if we retrieve them,
those
exactly.
Is there anything I need to know about using them, or can I just try to get up there and grapple them?
Out of character, as far as I know.
Odyssey did not use the amulet because it's unethical.
Right, but did Odyssey have to like use the amulet to free the sapphire dragon of any previous commands? Okay. So they were just already like freed as soon as we had the amulet away from the controller?
If I get it away from the rider, the dragon regains its autonomy and probably doesn't...
It kind of falls inert. It doesn't do anything. It
falls inert.
Yes.
Okay.
How does it know? Like, is it attuned to the like does the amulet know who's supposed to be wearing it and that's why it falls inert, or does it fall inert until Penny makes a command of it?
The dragon stops doing things when there's no commands being put into it. It doesn't operate on its own volition. It just doesn't do anything. The sapphire dragon that you were with just didn't do anything the whole time you were down there.
Because we didn't issue it a command.
Because there were no commands issued to it.
Okay, but feasibly we could issue a command to this dragon, like, protect your life or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, there's like good commands. We're not all Odyssey. So in character, I mean, protect your life is a pretty, do whatever you want. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay, but the writers have a key. They're writing an unwilling host. I am getting very emotional about this because I don't like that at all. And the fact that they're not Emerald Dragons is not like a relief to Xingxia. It just implies such a greater scope of tragedy than was previous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to find out that your people have been annihilated. It's another thing to find out that you are like at the end of a checklist,
It's worrying to see amethyst dragons. We knew that they had taken over the sapphires, but I think this is news to us.
Okay.
If we can get the amulets away from the riders, we should be able to command the dragons to do something to save their lives.
Okay. I think I know what I'm going to try to do if it comes to a fight.
So I want to know about
the way that this is going to work mechanically, so that you understand it, is that there will be health pools for the thing, for the unit, dragon, and rider, and I will assume that you're doing everything you can to hit the rider instead of the dragon. And the ability to disarm the necklace will be once the rider is weakened.
So how are they attacking the ward?
They have, as this big glass dome is underneath it, they've come up underneath and seeing you kind of come along, Guillermo, they're physically attacking it, and you see kind of shards of crystalline energy smash into the sides of this kind of central arcane control where things are supposed to be working. And as Guillermo comes up, Guillermo sets off a large illusory magic spell to kind of get them scared, and is able to kind of clear the space. And this is what you kind of come into, the situation that you're looking at.
So so they're physically attacking. What does the ward look like? Is it a device?
You are on a tower. You have kind of a central half hemisphere with some gold writhing over some kind of gold arcing over the top of it. And you can see that there are some sparks. It is kind of, there are arcane sparks going off that are that are showing malfunction.
So the only way that they can hurt the ward that we know of is for them to come into the middle, which is where we're all standing now alone, and then physically like damage this like device that is like this big.
Well, if you the device is this big central thing in the middle of the map.
Oh, okay, and so this device is the size of the size of a big tent, or no? That's much bigger than that.
A little bit bigger, yeah.
It's the size of a room. It's the size of a amphitheater. It's big. It's like 30 feet
large
diameter,
yep.
or whatever.
And
how tall? So it's a hemisphere, so it's 30 feet tall as well.
Sure, D&D space is non-Euclidean. Why not?
So then, okay, so we're approaching, but they're not attacking this anymore because we just drove them off. But they want to still attack it, and we have to try to prevent them from attacking physically this device, which is very large.
You need the three people working to get the thing back online need 6 rounds of uninterrupted concentration on a spell.
And I'm sorry that there's a million questions. I'm just trying to picture this in my head. So so is this the only dome, or is there a bigger dome?
There's a bigger dome over the top. So it caps out the height in this area at about 60 feet in the center, 30 feet on the sides.
Okay, and so the dragons are still inside the big dome.
Yes.
And this dome, is this like
60.
Is this a physical dome, or is it the ward?
It's a physical dome.
Of glass.
Of glass.
Okay. All right. So we're in a big dome, and in the middle of the big dome is a little dome, which is still very large. And we're all in the dome together. And the enemies are trying to attack the small big dome, but they're not currently next to it, but they can come back whenever they want. And it's so big that we can't obviously just keep them away from it by shielding it or something. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. So
you need to protect the channelers. That's the goal of the combat. Protect.
Well, I'm very good at that.
Great. I wish you the best.
Real quick, Molly.
Make sure that your character has long rested since we last played, please.
Oh, yes. And also, you should, Trev, you can go first, but I have a thing to say also.
I was just going to say, my line of sight in Foundry on my end is very limited. I'm not seeing what is on the stream. Am I supposed to be seeing the larger room?
I don't know what the frick is going on.
I just see a circle around me.
Yeah.
A circle around you. That's all I see, but I can see plenty within that circle.
Yeah, and then as I move,
I'm a silly freaking goose. There it is.
Oh, you just.
Whoa! It's daytime.
There we go. That's
I didn't know we were playing nighttime, daytime.
Yeah, nighttime, daytime.
Right, so
how much time do you think we have before combat's gonna start?
2 seconds.
Right now.
I'm gonna look at the two of you. I'm going to say, which one of you wants to jump higher? Like a lot higher? Probably Erish, right?
I'll stay here and protect them. You distract the dragons.
Sure.
You can yeah, once on each of your turns, you can jump up to 30 feet by spending 10 feet of movement. And that's 30 feet up. And then you also don't take fall damage on the way down.
Okay, and
I can actually just target additional people if I upcast it. I will use a level 2 spell slot to cast jump on the both of you. I have my own mobility. You both can jump 30 feet at the cost of 10 feet of your movement. So if
that's
you jump,
awesome.
if you
Just,
jump
like, take a vertical-
horizontally,
Oh, okay.
yeah, if you jump horizontally, if you long jump, you just get 20 extra feet. If you vertical jump, you get a 30-foot vertical.
That
Okay,
is,
so-
I'd love to see the jump spell. I need to say that like that you two should have 5 bonus max HP and +3 to initiative. That's all. Or plus your proficiency bonus to initiative. That's all.
Okay.
Wicked. Zinsha, I don't see you as having taken a long rest. I still see you as bloodied.
There's a button that's like a tent.
Long rested. And then
Great.
also I used a 2nd level spell slot because I just did that.
We jump in.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a
Seems really useful in this fight.
you can give yourself plus like max HP, like bonus max HP by doing the like top left of the character sheet. There's like a wrench, and then you can click the like gear by the hit points, and then just do temporary maximum, and then put 5 in there.
This is an aid spell.
Aid. This is aid. Yes, we all have aid.
It's not temp HP. I thought they changed it to temp HP in this edition.
It's not temp HP. It's just +5 max HP.
All right. I guess I heard wrong.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I checked last time. And also, we all have plus proficiency to initiative and cannot be surprised. Which is all just the like... I can explain it, but I think we can do it another time. I've held up combat long enough.
All right. So beneath this kind of open air dome, with this wind that is whipping through, you see in front of you an amethyst and a sapphire dragon with their riders strapped to the back. I need Celestrina's initiative roll.
$17.
I need Erish's initiative roll.
So we get a +3. So that's going to be a 7.
Oh. Bad roll.
I need a Zinsha roll.
Dirty 20.
I think like approaching, it seems like the 3 people who were protecting have to be separated from each other, like in a triangle around this thing. So while we're running up, I would ask them if like, okay, can you 3 group up when we get there? That will make it easier for me. And then if they cannot, then they will tell me no. And then that will, awesome. Perfect. And then in that case, I'm probably not going to stay here and protect them.
There is a ceiling at the peak. It's 90 feet.
Would you describe the ceiling as having handholds?
No.
Okay.
I describe it as smooth glass.
Just checking. Just making sure. Just checking.
All right. Top of the order. Zinsha.
I think I'm not so good at protecting. I'm going to try to... How high up are these dragon riders?
Right now, they are both 30 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what I want to do, and you can tell me if this is infeasible or not. I want to use my zipline ring to connect to the ground where I am, and then like up right next to the sapphire dragon, the blue one.
Okay.
And I want to then basically run up it and try to use all of my movement, which if I use my bonus action, all my movement is 90 feet. So definitely enough to do the hypotenuse or whatever. And I'd like to land on the back of the dragon and then just end my turn there. I don't know if that's something I can do or if there's some kind of athletics or dexterity check I have to do, but it's something I'd like to try.
Okay, so the goal is to try to draw a line, try to draw a line that's kind of like as they're moving, you want to predict where they're going,
Mhm.
and you want to take a shot with the ring. I'm going to say that's
shoot.
probably that's an attack roll to kind of like guesstimate exactly where they're
Okay.
going to be.
I will say that using the ring is an action. So I'll make an attack roll if that's how you're ruling it. But
It'll make a different with like jumping to the dragon.
which I can just
it
use
will
movement
be-
on that, and it would just be in athletics, I think, because it's jumping.
Yeah, so it'll change depending on how well you roll on the attack roll. It'll move
Okay.
up and down the DC.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an attack roll to use my zipline ring. Do I have proficiency with this? It's like an innate
Yeah.
power. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll dexterity probably instead of strength. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no. It's however you would hit
Well,
normally.
However, I would hit
Yeah.
normally. Okay, so it's +7. Real generous here. I rolled a 15 after everything.
Cool. A 15 after everything. Great. All right. So you start to run up, and you see that you have a good distance between you. Make an athletics check to try to jump onto the back of this dragon.
All right, I got +10 to athletics, so
Let's go.
an 18.
All right, so you start like immediately upon this dome. You get up to the top of this dome. Zincha's eyes are immediately trained up onto the ceiling, and you see her reach out, click the ring, and kind of bullseye just beside one of the dragon riders' heads. Just as the dragon rider turns to look, by the time that they do, they see Zincha halfway up. They swerve off to try to lose Zincha, and you just see this flying emeraldkin, probably with the anger of Nilmananji in their eyes, just flying at this giantkin. And you will land for intents and purposes on the back of this creature.
Okay, I did it.
You did it.
Yay!
You did it.
That's
You are.
As far as I'm concerned,
You
this
are-
character is done. I finished it. We did the thing.
We wrap it up.
Lined up and landed on a dragon. That's gaming.
Heck yeah. Next up is anything with your bonus action?
My bonus
jump.
action is how I zip up the thing. It's
Oh,
action to
okay.
shoot it, and then bonus action to zip. So for the record, can we actually? Thank you for reminding me. Can we actually draw like a line on the map? I was here, so there's like a line from here to there. That's the zip line, and I believe only I can use it, but it is visible. So,
What color is it?
What color is it? I'm gonna say a color. You have 2 guesses. Okay. You have 2 guesses.
Am I supposed to guess before you say the color?
Guess what? No.
Oh.
I know what color it is, but you have 2 guesses.
Chartreuse.
No, come on.
Pink.
It's pink.
That was gonna be my guess. I was gonna say pink.
Well,
Well,
Trev, I got you.
You got me.
I won this
wasn't-
round.
Well,
GM wins.
actually,
PPK.
Molly
GM
didn't phrase
VGM.
the answer as a question, so she doesn't get the Jeopardy points. But
Ooh,
Ooh.
dang.
um,
That hurts. That hurts my heart.
okay, cool. We drew a line. Amazing. And then I'm over
Next up,
Thank you.
Celstrina.
Okay. What are the small circles and squares?
here.
Pillars.
I think.
And they go all the way to the top of the glass.
They go all the way to the top of the glass.
And the dragons are 30 feet in the air.
Yes.
So what I would like to do is run over to the dragon here and use my mark to pull the giant off the dragon.
Okay. I
But if that's not
just
gonna
for
work as is.
flavor here, you have to treat them as a unit.
Okay, got it. I'll go back over here and then rethink that. So we're attacking them as a unit. We're just going to try to, but we can't try to strategically pull them off of the dragon. They're tied
Right.
tightly.
Right.
Cool. Great. now everyone gets to wait while I look at things I can do.
Oh no.
So, anyways, Dungeons and Dragons, right? So today, right?
What do we
I'm
think of the
reading
new
over
5th
the
edition?
art.
What do we think about the new 5th edition? 5.5.
New 5th edition? I'm like, I'm pretty good with it. It's still marshals are still a joke compared to casters, but it's still fun to watch.
I think
martial players be like, "Oh, it's so powerful now," and I'm like, "Force cage." No,
it's not that I think any of the changes are bad. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I like almost all of the changes. I just get this overwhelming vibe that they made changes to make changes so they could sell something new, which I get that. I'm also a game designer. That's like my job, is to make up things to make up so that I can get paid to make them up. But like, it's a little,
it was a little rent-seeky.
A little rent-seeky, yeah, a little rent-seeky.
Yeah, let us know when you're ready, Adora.
Yeah, okay, I think I'm ready. So I am going to. So okay, you see Celestrina. I'm just gonna cast Forsaken Chains, which at 2nd level on the rider of the. Sorry, the white one. Is that the amethyst or the sapphire?
That is the sapphire.
Okay, on the rider of the sapphire dragon, I'll cast Forsaken Chains, and then I will use Grasping Shadows to send up a shadow dome to hide. Who is the rabbit?
One of the casters, right?
Yeah, but like Guillermo's on the bottom.
The rabbit is I believe the Inquisitor. I believe I don't have the art for Taz in there, but the
Which
rabbit
one is
the
Taz?
Inquisitor. Taz is the one on the left. Guillermo's the one on the bottom.
Great. Okay, perfect.
It's not.
So I'll cast. I'll cast Forsaken Chains, and then I will send up a dome of shadow to protect the Inquisitor, and the caterpillars are going to run up the pillar next to us towards the ceiling with the dash, because they can do dashing, and they go and they start climbing to the ceiling. That's my turn.
All right, Wicked. I'm gonna assign you these. Adora, you should be able to move and manipulate the slugs. Please confirm.
Yes, I can manipulate them.
Great. So you're keeping track that they're 40 feet in the air now.
Yeah.
I sense a caterpillar athletics check coming on, and I'm hyped.
I think they're pretty good at athletics, actually.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the party on mass, yes. As this purple amethyst dragon that you were on the back of, Zinsha, with the rider, as the rider whips around, they are going to dive here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. What are they? Cone? They're a 30-foot cone. Your mom's a 30-foot cone.
I'm expecting a no. You're not the evil bad guy if you say no to this. Would you let me use my reaction to try to interfere with whatever they're doing and just make it harder? Maybe make them roll with disadvantage or something.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
Okay.
I will happily be the bad guy on that one. Bad lady on that one. All right.
If you don't ask, it doesn't happen. So
it is a big true. Let's see what my cone's like from there. All right, that is.
Are we getting a grade A premium choice breath weapon?
You are getting a premium choice breath weapon. I'm gonna cone the 3 of you here. I need a dexterity saving throw as a flood of twinkling star matter floods the area from this amethyst dragon's mouth, as though it had exhaled the cosmos upon you.
I'll let you know right now, Arish. Just
Arish,
for the fans at home, not very dexterous. A little bit more on the strength side. So this will be fun.
I have failed my dex saving throw.
That is an 11.
You failed your dex saving throw. We have an 11. Let's see how our friend the hare did.
Which
Ooh.
3 of us are being targeted with this?
The hare, and Erish.
Okay.
So the first one kind of goes off. It will pass the save, and it will fail the concentration check. So there are 2 active concentrations up right now. This kind of this cascade of radiant energy absolutely bowls you over, and you will both take a 21 fire damage and 10 radiant damage.
So 31 total.
31 total.
Okay.
Next up here is the blue dragon. And the blue dragon is going to whip around here. Oh, that is a measurement tool. Blue dragon is going to whip around here. And is actually going to try to knock Zinsha off of the back of the other dragon. Make a give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, not strength, to hold on.
Or
really
strength.
Hard. I'd rather do
grapple
strength.
you. Yep.
Okay, strength is, and this is a saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 15 again.
A 15 versus this thing's AC, which is a +7, 8 + 7, 15 me to beat it. So it will swoop down on you and try to grab at you with its claws. Pissed, it whips around and makes another claw attack at you. Here we go. Where'd my big die go? That'll be a nat 1. Sometimes that's how it goes. And then the next one will be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So you will take 11 slashing damage and give me a con save.
11 slashing damage. These are all the enemies, and they both moved already.
Yes.
I have. Oh, I don't know if that makes sense to me. I have safety roll.
Oh wait. They take 5d12.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
resolve that after this.
Sorry.
I just
Yeah,
want to
you
make
do
sure
your
I get
thing.
this done.
Yeah, would you let me use my safety roll to take less damage or no? Because I'm like grappling onto the back of a dragon. It doesn't really make thematic sense, but we could say I did something else to evade it.
I mean, if you have a feature that allows you to reduce damage taken, yeah.
Yeah, I always forget exactly what it is. Okay, when you take damage, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by an amount equal to half your ranger level plus your dex modifier, which is half is 7 over 2 is 4 rounded up, and the dex modifier is 2. So 11 goes down to 5 slashing damage.
Cool. And then I need a con save.
Yes. 12.
All right, wicked. So as this claw slashes through your flesh, you try to dive out of the way, and it ends up breaking off a piece of the dragon's claw in your flesh. You have this big hunk of sapphire left kind of in your leg, or maybe it's just a little piece of shrapnel. At the start of each of your turns, roll a d6 and you lose that much HP. You repeat the save. You can, or no, that just happens now.
There's no saving again to get it
until
out?
A medicine check. You have to medicine check your way out of it to remove the claw from your leg.
Unless Faye has a spell that can do something about it.
So next up is
I can describe the Forsaken Chains if you want. So like
yeah, and then I need the damage number.
It's 23 necrotic. So the Sapphire Dragon's rider, as they move, you see that they are like shackled to nothing, just as though there's this bubble around them, and the shackles go in like random directions connected to the edge of the bubble, and the shackles are the like blue oil slick. And they see that there is an enemy on the other dragon. They charge straight for them, disregarding the chains completely. They all stretch, and then explode in necrotic explosion. And you can see that this rider has taken damage.
Heck yeah. And you see this giant has a with the moonstones hammered into its skull, has the look of very frustrated determination that it wasn't able to rip you off the back of this creature. Next up is Erish.
Okay, I think Erish, trying to brush off that hit, is going to start moving into position. It's going to go 5, 10, 15.
How high are they now?
25,
We're
30.
still they swoop down to about 5 feet off the ground to do the breath, and then they pop back up to 30.
Okay. Erish is going to look at the one closest with Zincha on the back and is going to cast Grave Grasp at it's the whole monster, but specifically targeting the giant, the rider, right? That's kind of what we're doing. So I'm going to attempt to make a ranged spell attack here to try to grab.
I'm out of my mind. I just had my big die.
Okay, so
it's so big. How did I lose
no! That's only gonna be a 9 to hit. I don't think that hits, unfortunately.
No, I'm sorry.
Whoops. So she attempts to reach out, sending this necrotic grasp towards the dragon rider, and unfortunately, that hit was just too much that she just wasn't able to focus on, and it flies past the dragon rider.
All right, so the first hit from Erish flies wide.
I don't think I can make a second hit because I just did a regular spell, unless you changed. Yeah, because
I don't know if you have a bonus action and spell situation that you have to do.
What class are you?
I am a magus. Or magus, yeah.
Next up here is the bayou, and down on the bayou, they have a thing that they do like to cast. And this does rather feel like a fireball situation.
Yeah. Other than the rain, I guess.
Well,
the rain is even better because it's a water-based fireball.
It is a water-based fireball. This seems like something Bayou would do.
It's that or inflict wounds, right? I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, that or I don't know. Bayou be healing. Bayou be doing too much with the healing, but
I feel like Bayou would do fireball. If a lesser restoration is coming or something like that, it'll be later. The fireball comes first.
We fireball, then lesser restoration. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, they have no ability to get up to Zincha. They're just looking up at Zincha, and they're like, I can't help you. You're so far away.
Awesome.
All right. And so they are going to cast Continual Flame and make a torch. All right. They are going to throw the Bless spell on the three of you.
Ooh.
So you get a plus 1d4 on all of your spell casts.
Oh, wait, on all of our attacks and our saves?
All of your attacks and saves.
Yay, I need the save bonuses.
It does not affect your difficulty class?
Does not improve your DC, no.
Oh, Bless does not help you grapple in this edition?
No.
That's rough.
Sorry to say.
Although I guess Bane does help you when before it would not have helped you. So.
Right, but Bane requires a save, so I guess that's how they balance it.
And so to do this, you see Bayou running forward and is like, Zincha, you gotta get down, I can't help you. And you see kind of all of a sudden whirling bright droplets coalesce around you. And I'm thinking Bayou might have enough situational awareness to move back a little bit so that you're not giving a clear cone breath. Top of the order, Zincha, you gain the Bless spell. You fended off the maw of a sapphire dragon, and you have a little bit of sapphire dragon in you now.
Hey, it
happens. So you take your damage?
Oh yeah.
You take your 1d6.
D6. That's 4. 4 damage. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Okay, down to 56. Can I see the control stone, the crystal thing? Is he like holding it?
You can't see
Oh,
it
the
now.
amulet.
I can't see it.
No.
What? Okay, what are they called? Just so when I say it in character, I don't fumble my word.
Amulet. Yeah.
An amulet. Okay. Would it cost me any of my action economy to try to intimidate this guy before I start stabbing him?
Yes.
It would. Okay. In that case,
You can say some cold ass shit to him. I'm about that. Like, I want you to role play.
Then we won't make it a check or anything. I don't want to use any of my action economy. I'm going to look at the giant. I'm going to say, "Give me the amulet, and I'll spare you." And you see like the bless coming off of me. You see the pink psychic energy like dripping out of my like nose and mouth, and there is no hint of mercy in this figure if this person says no.
Yeah, and so he'll look back at you and he'll be like, "I killed your whole family."
And as he starts to say anything other than handing me the amulet is when I attack.
Great.
No hesitation. We're gonna go with Hunter's Mark on the rider, which I assume.
Yep.
Okay. Bonus action Hunter's Mark, and then we're just going to go with daggers because I got him. We're gonna go stabby. All right. First attack. I guess I'm not getting my momentum strike, but that's fine. First attack is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, that's D4 plus D6 plus strength. That's going to be 7 total.
Okay.
Attack number 2. This one also gets the strength modifier. That is only a 14 to hit, so I'm guessing not.
That will miss.
Okay, and the third one, the offhand one, that is the same roll, 13 to hit.
That will miss.
14 to hit, so that also misses.
Yep.
I should have grappled, but I wanted to use the bless. Oh well.
Okay. Heck yeah. Celstrina, you're up.
Okay, so when Celestrina's turn begins, the Dome of Shadow falls, and you can see a very toasted and roasted pair of friends in where the shadow was before. I like to think that it like fades away, and Celestrina's standing there, like her hair like slightly on fire, really annoyed because that Dome of Shadow did absolutely nothing, and that's frustrating. So
it is.
She's upset. Let's go a charging. I'm going to. So you see Celestrina shake her head a little bit, and run forward, surrounded by both bays like cool like glowing droplets, and also what does Zinsha's jump magic look like? Am I glowing pink?
Yes. You have
pink
legs.
So I have pink legs and blue glowies. So I'm going to jump into the air, and Josephine comes along with me and like gets like a boost from me as I jump, and uses the help action, and I will use Illusory Feint on the giant here.
Cool.
That's nat 20.
Heck yeah.
So we love to do those. So it's 3d8 plus 4.
You or Scarlet. Original cast always gets a nice crit off.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 16 plus 28 damage for me
is 44.
Awesome. So it's a variety of necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage, which I think is fun. In fact, no, there's no necrotic damage involved. It's mostly radiant because you know what? It probably resists that. Okay, back to necrotic. We know necrotic is fine. Well, it just did radiant damage to me. It's full of stars. You know, we'll have one of the d8s be. We're gonna do all three just a little, just to test in case any of them have resistances. I want to know.
All of them hit the same.
Great, perfect. But then it's a variety. I think that's fun. So you can see. I think that I'm imagining like Celestrina jumps up, seems to go for an attack, but then like suddenly splits into two. And the giant has dealt with stuff like this before and goes to dodge, but then like gets thrown off by the turtle and gets stabbed in the back by a crazy emerald dragon spine sword, which makes like veins go out of this, like from the sword into this person of like 3 different colors, of like the pink, the purple ones and the black ones and the white ones that are all glowing, and then and deal 44 damage.
Heck yeah. So as you see, doing the absolute anime jump, doing the most, you come back down, you jump 30 feet in the air, and then you come back down.
Do I just take falling damage? Is that how jump spell works?
If you jump straight up, right?
Well, I'll just hold on to my sword then. I stabbed the guy, right?
Penny,
let's
I see Penny mouthing no way.
You're muted, Penny.
There's no way it works that way.
I mean, it might, because you could just jump up on top of like a ledge or something.
So I'm gonna take my turns, and then y'all can tell me if you jump 30 feet straight up in the air, do you take 30 feet of falling damage?
Okay, well, I'm holding onto the sword, which is inside the guy. So like, if I can make an athletics check or whatever, then that could be good. To like not fall immediately and just kind of be like swinging or something.
Gonna be a very high DC.
I mean, I don't know. I the other thing I was gonna do was Mark of Shadows these folks, so I can at least pull them down a little bit, so it's less falling damage or something. I don't know. Maybe the Mark of Shadows.
You know what? I'll give you the Mark of Shadows. Lets you do like Princess Peach parasol falling down. You just
okay.
Pull down the ladder. All right,
perfect.
here.
The caterpillars.
So as Celestrina floats down here, let me see if I can. Oh, your caterpillars climb.
Yes.
Continue. Okay.
Yeah. So they, if it's 90 feet here, then they'll be on the dome and move like 10 feet this direction, and they're on the ceiling.
Hey, we got another breath weapon. Let's go.
A jump is not a fall. That's what I found by looking at people. A jump is not a fall.
Okay.
That's what people rule it both ways because it's not clear, but the most popular ruling is that a jump is not a fall.
You're telling me there's not explicit ruling in the player's handbook about a very specific spell?
Well,
it's just jumping as a mechanic.
The spell doesn't say anything about,
All right, so it doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, I mean, and so I think it's GM call, but I agree, jump is not a fall.
If you jump up and then down a bunch, like if you land way lower than you started, like okay, we can talk.
So Taz is going to deftly step out of the way of this breath, no problem. Bayou is going to get swallowed up in the flame.
Is Bayou blessed?
Bayou is not blessed. Just the 3 of you are blessed.
Well, we were.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's see. We got to roll 12d6.
Oh, I love it.
While you're doing rolling, so I'm going to jump on the flavor. So Mark of Shadows typically makes it difficult terrain for enemies to go like away from me. So I think that the peach parasol thing actually works great because Mark of Shadows like creating a link between me and this creature, but rather than them trying to go away from me, I can like hold on to the link and focus and like get slowly like lowered down by this like magical link that we have.
Bayou is going to absorb elements. To save their own life, because otherwise that would have immediately killed them. That was a crazy amount of damage.
And Bayou didn't save, I'm assuming?
Bayou definitely did not save.
Oh no.
Taz saved.
Taz saved, but Taz has to make his concentration check. And he passes, so we're up to... So we have to get to the end of the turn here. Next, and so now that's its breath. It is going to... As this amethyst dragon wheels around, having shaken off the blow from Celestrina, the dragon and rider dive at Bayou and Taz. and sweeping past them, let another breath of fire and radiant energy down upon the unsuspecting Bayou, as Bayou panically raises their hand and brings up an elemental ward to protect themselves.
I'm assuming that they have basically infinite movement, but all of that movement is difficult terrain, just so you know.
Yeah. Yep. It's about 60 feet versus 120.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, cool. Let's see here. All right, let me do the thing. Let me actually measure it. Ray template 53 feet. Okay. So
wow. Oh yeah, cool.
It can only get to here. Next up is the Sapphire Dragon, who has yet to use its breath. It's going to wheel around here and hit Celestrina and Erish. I need a dexterity save.
Is Bless still going?
Let's see. They took 26 damage, means the DC is 13. And Bless is still going. Yeah.
Okay,
what is the addition
can
we add to Bless again? Is it
D4.
a D4?
Okay, I got an 11.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I keep forgetting to use Rebuke of the Talisman. I didn't use it one time last session. I'm so bad at this.
That's gonna be 15 for Arrow.
All right, you do save.
Okay, Rebuke of the Talisman deals 3 psychic damage to this dragon and pushes it 10 feet away from me.
Okay, wicked.
When I take
this
damage.
will be this is 31 damage.
Okay.
On the failure, and it's slashing.
Ouch.
As this torrent of crystalline shards pours out of its body and sprays down across, kind of strafing you.
Would that be, if I'm rounding it, because we're rounding up, it would be 16 on a success on a save?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. All right, cool. So these dragons will wheel around here, and this one will so we were here. It'll end up over here for the end of its turn. And next up is Erish.
Okay. Oh, Boise. 3, 4. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3.
So Celestine is at 9 hit points,
5,
so she like coughs and starts glowing in shadow. Well, at least they're attacking us and not the ones who actually matter.
Erish is like, oh, we'll see. And like, runs up and is going to look at both of them, upcasting Grave Grasp. We're going to try this again at level 2.
With Bless.
Oh, with Bless. And we're going to make a ranged attack targeting both of them now. It'll be 2 separate ranged attacks, but I can target both dragon riders. So let's do the first one. That'll be I'll say the first one is the Sapphire Dragon. 25 plus the Bless is
hits.
29 with the
29 hits. If you're playing along at home, 29 hits.
Okay, so Grave Grasp. 5 feet. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit. Restrained. While the target is restrained. While restrained in this way, the target cannot regain hit points. The target or another creature within 5 feet of the target can use its action to free the target, ending the restraint condition. So basically, it's restrained until it takes an action to unrestrain or a friend helps it. As these ghostly kind of necrotic hand shoots up from out of the ground and grabs onto the dragon, holding it in place. Erish is going to try to do it to the second one with this upcast.
Wicked. That's awesome.
Not so much. Let's see. That's going to be 11 on the second to try to grab.
11?
Yes, 11.
No.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry. Erish wheels around and like tries to grabbing the other one. She's like, sit, and then the other one she tries to reel around and she misses. So
All right, so let's see. I'm gonna go on an ad break here because I haven't done that yet. So we're gonna be right back. Thanks. I think that brings it to the ground.
it'll
You
end
reduce
its
its speed
Ooh.
to 0. I think that grounds it because it doesn't have hover.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it gets because it has to keep flapping in order to stay up, presumably.
And
then,
it
and so it gets
reduces its speed to 0 and it plummets.
awesome.
So that'll be that is an additional
Now that is a
1d6,
fall.
2d6, 3d6.
Now that's what I call a fall.
Honestly, I would be fine with if you fall 30 feet from a jump, that with unless you have some other justification that counting for fall damage.
I don't think I would have prepared it if that was the case.
I mean, I guess the difference is like
I assumed it came with some light feather falling.
I feel like the difference here would be that because it's a spell versus like just naturally falling. That's where I'm coming at it from. Is like
it's
you're
clearly reinforcing your legs, right? Like you're jumping.
That's true. It does reinforce your legs.
Now, I think if you jumped and then like someone used their like you got hellish rebuked and then like lost your concentration or something. I mean, I don't know. I could imagine getting knocked out of the sky, and like falling on. I think if you jump 30 feet and you land on your shoulder, you might break your shoulder.
I mean, it's one of those two where technically because D&D is non-Euclidean, right? It's like technically we're already fucking with the like system of like you're not supposed to jump in the air and make a swing mid-swing. You're supposed to jump and stay there, make the attack, and then technically everything would revolve from there. You like everything is based on flat planes. It's not really quantifying for like a 3D space, right?
Final Fantasy logic. If
Yeah.
I jump and then use my sword, then I hover to.
Erish dives forward into the fray, pointing their sword at the sapphire dragon hanging in the sky. A mote of shadow reaches up. A bony hand wraps itself around the neck of this dragon rider, and as it does, it grinds the dragon to a halt, and the dragon falls plummeting into the earth. Into Garage Wheel. I'm so sorry. For an additional 12 damage. We are up to 63 damage dealt so far.
Garage
Wait, 63 on the Sapphire Dragon?
63 on Sapphy.
And 44 on the other one, or more than that?
Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. It's 12
The Sapphire Dragon. The Sapphire Dragon should have taken 23 from Forsaken Chains.
Yeah.
And then 12 from Just Now. And then this one took like a dagger and a 44 illusory faint crit. The amethyst.
Right. It's the amethyst that has 51 dealt to it. The other one, the sapphire has now 12. Plus, what was the damage from actual Gravegrass?
Gravegrass doesn't do any damage. It just
does restrain.
It's just restrain. I think that's powerful enough, honestly.
Oh yeah, for a first level spell, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So as Erish drives forward and wrenches this dragon to the ground, you feel the whole tower shake beneath you as the glass ceiling above you shifts in a kind of disconcerting way. You hear the beating of wings in the distance. Next up, anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action?
Bonus action, we are going to go ahead and might as well do this now. We are going to Mystic Mark. We're going to Mystic Mark my longsword. So Erish is going to go ahead and enspell her sword, like everyone has seen her do many times before, as it is wreathed in green arcane light.
And so as this echo of arcane energy surges across Erish's sword.
Yep, longsword.
You see kind of that that same fire come up within Bayou, and Bayou is going to use one of their channel divinities. They're going to center themselves between the two Dargans here, and then they're going to fire off their channel divinity. So I'm going to force a con save from both to see if we can get some blinded action going on.
Let's go, Bay.
Ooh.
Wow, and it's going to work. Not that I'm surprised that something they did works. Radiance of the Dawn. As a magic action, you present your holy symbol, a flash of light, to emit 30-foot emanation. Must take 2d10 or take 2d10 radiant damage. Okay, so they both fail, and they both take 2d10 radiant damage. So that is 13 radiant damage on the both of them. And then as Bayou is running, Bayou will tuck themselves over here.
Nice.
So that is 25 dealt to the Sapphire, and 53 dealt, or 60. Now we're up to 64 dealt to the Amethyst. Sorry, Paul McCartney. I know.
Any mass healing words available?
Any mass healing words available? Not for people who are conscious. Next up is Zinsha.
Okay.
I'll take some damage. 2 damage.
Sorry.
No, that was,
Okay.
If you go down.
No, I wasn't being I wasn't being sassy. I was
Well,
I was
being
being
normal.
sassy. I was being
I'm sort of
That's
coming
fine.
to I'm sort of coming to the realization that I made a character that does no damage. So we're gonna do more gimmicky things and ignore the bless.
Yay.
Let's go.
Yeah. How big is this giant? How much bigger than me?
A size larger. It's large. You're medium.
How does they fucking changed it? I need to look it up how it works.
What do you ask me the question?
I'm just trying
Oh
to
yeah,
grasp it.
you're at your zip line.
I am, yeah.
How interesting.
I don't know how to look this up. It doesn't
What do you
seem
want to
be
look
returned.
up?
I just want to grapple. I just forgot how to look.
If you look up unarmed strike,
What,
maybe
you want
then
me
it'll
to
show.
force? You're forcing a dexterity saving throw for me.
Well, but there's a thing about size differential. No more than one size larger, and you have a hand free
I'm
to
gonna
grab
say
it.
probably grappling the whole, because they have to move as a unit. Grappling the rider won't do much for you.
What? How is he fastened to the dragon?
Like very well strapped in. That's what I'm saying. They have to be treated as a unit.
I see. How do I get? Okay, how do? Okay, hold
Can
on.
you start like slashing like straps
Okay,
or something at least?
So they have
Like-
a key that if they're holding it, they can control it, and if the key is removed from their person, they cannot control the dragon.
Right.
Right? Can I take that from them?
You have no idea where it is. You know it's on their person somewhere.
Okay. What kind of an action would I have to take to gather information about that?
You can try to make a perception check as you're kind of like scuffling with them. That would be a search
like action economy. What would that cost me?
Action.
That would cost my entire action with no possibility of attacking?
Yes.
And you're not going to let me try to grapple the giant and pull it off and like take it to the ground? And just
they're moving as a unit. They're strapped together for all intents and purposes.
And I can't.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
For like gimmicky things.
Why don't we we're gonna go to break here.
Okay.
And we'll be back here in about we'll be back here at about 9 p.m. Eastern. So please come back and stick around. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in a little bit. And we are back. So here we are. We had the top of the order here was Zinsha. Zinsha, what would you like to be doing?
Bonus action, I'm going to use magic weapon on my main hand dagger.
Cool. Get it.
Okay. And now I'm going to. I'm still blessed.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try to stab this guy.
Wicked.
That is 16 to hit.
16 to hit the purple one. The rider is just a little bit more heavily armored
Okay.
than that.
Attack number 2. That one misses. And then the offhand attack. That is 17 plus 1 is 18 plus.
Hits.
I think I still get the 17. Yeah. I think I still get the plus 7. Okay, this was my offhand, so we'll deal 3, count them, 3 damages.
Woo!
Oh, 1d4, 1d6. So we are up to
Yeah.
67 damage dealt here.
Wait, do you get +1 from magic weapon?
No, because that was my offhand dagger.
Oh, it's a different weapon.
Yeah. All right, Celestrina, you're up. The sapphire dragon has been drugged to the ground. What would you like to do?
Okay, so my caterpillars can get anywhere, like can get above either of these dragons. Like how long would it take for them to drop down from the ceiling?
Do you want them to take fall damage or no?
I would like them to not take fall damage from 90 feet in the air. That would probably
they
hurt.
They can move their speed downwards then.
Okay, yeah, I guess they could like do like a silk thing. Okay, cool. So then they can't make it this turn, but one day they'll be useful. I'm starting to see the value of like providing like spreading ourselves out, you know. So yeah, let's, this one's on the ground. It's restrained. Does that give me an advantage?
Yes.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, great. So Celestrina sees an opportunity and rushes over. I believe that the amethyst dragon is still marked, just to keep that in mind. But you see Celestrina like kind of limping over to this dragon. Maybe what's the like... I'm assuming I don't fit in here, so maybe like over here or something, or like right there.
Sure.
And so I will... neither of these are bloodied, so Celestrina will use Illusory Strike and go for you see her once again split into multiple Celestrinae and get a crit.
Fuck, that's dorky. Jesus. Celestrinae.
It's Latin, so yeah. Like it makes sense. It's literally like a Latin. So yeah, so that's another nat 20 for the Illusory Strike. Where did my D8 go? Here she is. Okay.
As you are wont to do.
I do love to. Well, I get to roll a lot of D20s, so that helps. Okay, that's 16 plus 28 damage, which is 44. Again?
That's the exact amount that you did before.
That's awesome. Okay.
We are up to 101 damage. Or no, sorry, wrong character. We are up to 60. Oh, nice. 69 damage on the sapphire dragon.
Wait, did this one? It should have had. Oh yes. Wait, it should have had 35 before, right? Because it was 23 plus 12. Like, did you get the Forsaken Chains damage?
12. The Forsaken Chains was on the other one.
No, it wasn't.
Well, oh well.
Okay, but one of them has the 23 from Forsaken Chains, and one of them has the 44. All right, then whatever. That's fine. Anyway, yeah. So 44 damage. Once again, this dragon is laying on the ground. It is grasped gravely. It is surrounded by necrotic energy, and you see like there's like a like maybe it's like a in the shape of like a watermelon with like stripes, and there's like holes on either end. And so Celestrina goes into the like one of the little holes at the tip of this cage that is holding the dragon down and shoves her glowing like necrotic sword right into the center of that hole. And once again, you see like all 3 types of damage like radiate out in like veins and deal lots of damage to this dragon. And you know, I was going to use a health potion, but also, what if I surrounded us in shadows and then the dragon couldn't leave even if it used an action on its thing? I feel like Telestrina would do that. Whatever, she'll be fine. There's mass healing words if I fall unconscious, right? I'm going to use Grasping Shadows here to create a sphere that's of shadows, which is 10-foot radius. And then after that, my silly little minions converge on the other dragon. The caterpillars, I don't know. The thing is, if they start dropping down and the dragon moves and they have to climb back up before they can climb over, like it's rough. I think that they maybe they'll just start splitting up to like cover more ground, like just in case for next turn, you know? Oh, wait.
Okay.
How do I move? Okay, there we go. So this one maybe goes over here and this one can go over here. And just like kind of start being ready to lower themselves down. Who knows what'll happen? Maybe over here. I don't know. They can dash as a bonus action because that's caterpillars are just like that, I guess. In addition, Josephine is able to fly over to the amethyst dragon and use the like flyby help thing on that. So then the next attack against this dragon will have advantage because I already got advantage on this one from the restrained.
Cool.
So my minions are doing stuff. That's me.
Things are the Pokemon trainers training Pokemon. As things happen, kind of retching its neck around to try to rip Zinsha off of its back comes the first bite attack from this creature. And the first one, Zinsha is able to slide out of the way as Zinsha, as they kind of like headlock the giant and slide around its neck as a claw, as this creature dives onto Taz and starts to tear into Taz with its claws.
Minus D4 also.
Minus D4. Actually, both will miss Taz as the Bane negatively completely shuts down. It is a 10 to hit on both.
Yay! The butterflies are so annoying.
Butterflies be mad annoying, yo. The Sapphire Dragon restrained. Does it make a save?
Nope, it just has to spend its action to break the restrain. Otherwise, it can't gain life while it's in that restrain, or a friend can come up and help. But otherwise, it has to dump its action to do that.
I'll dump it. I'll dump its action. That's a trade. Yep, 100%. Eris, you're up.
Okay. Now that this, because you said the Amethyst Dragon has landed, right?
The Amethyst Dragon landed and started tearing into into Taz.
Cool. I think in that case, Eris is going to run up and why am I'm hitting the wrong tool here? I don't need that.
Hey, I got some tools here.
I got some tools here, and I don't need them. We're gonna run up. Eris is going to give the loudest bovine yell, running in and try to strike the dragon with her ensnared long sword.
With advantage.
Oh, yeah.
With advantage?
Because of Josephine.
Oh.
A turtle with butterfly wings bounces off the head of the rider as you attempt to slash into it.
We love that. Let me just make sure I'm getting all my bonuses here. So it'll be a +1 to hit and damage because it's ensnared. And we might just dump a spell in here to do extra damage. I'm going to be doing this versatile.
Versatile. Mobile, agile, hostile.
So that will be a bibbidi bobbidi boo. What will that be? Oh boy. Okay, that's gonna be 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And we are
19
going
hits.
to, on the hit, we are going to do one, a very special thing, very near and dear to my heart. We're going to Eldritch Armament, drop a second level spell to do an additional 3d6 of damage on this hit.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So we're doing let's get our 10 in there.
Are you blowing your seal too?
No, I did
Oh.
in spell, I did in spell. I'm keeping it up for the damage and the weapon to hit increase. So for now, I'm not dumping the seal yet.
I have yet to have a magus dump a seal, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, well, maybe one day.
They get so precious about their +1.
It's +1 to hit and to damage. That's great.
It is.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's going to be 17 points of necrotic damage because this is my Stygian seal or my Stygian in spell. So all damage I do is necrotic. Or
And
I
this
can
is on
choose it.
amethyst, so we are up to 84. No,
Okay.
94. No, wait. Yep, 94.
Cool. And then we're going to
84.
go ahead and do another hit as my second attack on that.
Okay.
Still with advantage because of Josephine?
Nope.
Nope, just one.
Just one.
Okay.
Solo el uno.
That's going to be a 13 to hit. I don't think that one's going to hit.
13 is not going to hit. That is
Okay.
including
Bless.
your blast.
Oh, I need to roll my bless. So
And
15,
all of your mods.
15 to
15
hit.
is still not going to hit, no.
Okay, yeah. All right.
All right, so Erish surges forward with a big crash of necrotic energy slamming into the side of the giantkin strapped to this creature's back. We are up to 84 damage dealt. This creature is bloodied. Next up here is Bayou, and Bayou, not by me.
So is there a mechanical, now that this creature is bloodied, is there a mechanical difference for how we can deal with trying to deal with the rider and the amulet and stuff?
Now you can make a group perception check.
Right
So
now?
Okay.
Y'all all can make a perception check to see if you can spot the amulet.
Cool.
I got a 15.
Now, okay, we got 15.
I
don't know if Trev see, as a GM, I don't know if Trev laughs when it's bad or when it's good. I always laugh when it's bad.
Oh, is this because of me also being a GM? Is that what you're making?
I don't know. I don't know what you do.
I won't reveal my secrets. But I rolled a natural 20. No modifier,
laugh
just
when
a
it's
natural 20.
good.
Not always.
Well, you're in a bubble of shadow. I don't know if you can actually make this check.
Well, yeah, I can save my bonus for when it drops on my turn. For my help of the I've been paying attention. Maybe I call out some interesting tidbit I noticed when I stabbed it earlier. There's a justification for that. 14 is what I got.
All right, so Erish, what was your total?
20.
Oh, it's just a flat 20.
I don't have any what is it? My perception is just a +0. No, I wear my wisdom on my sleeve.
All right. Erish just is. So we have a 20 there. You can see that it seems to be beneath the breastplate of this character, of the rider. So you'd have to get inside of the armor, either like by trying to like cut away the armor, or by like I would say a sleight of hand check. or if you want to try something else, but you can see that it's kind of deep in the armor. It's kind of like set into a pouch in the armor pocket. It's not like hanging around the neck. But you were able to spot it as the giant flinched, and you kind of saw a flash of magic inside of the breast pocket of this giantkin. So as Bayou wheels around here, still holding on to that level of oneist of level 1 spells, probably gonna toll the dead. Is it cantrip time? Yeah, we'll throw a scorching ray. Why not? Can't see the blue dragon anymore because it's getting beat up, but I will throw 3 rays of watery flame at the purple dragon. Ooh, a 19 and a 2. Okay. One of those hits, one of those misses, and a 14 that will hit when modifiers are added, 21. So that is 46 fire damage plus wisdom times 2. 3, 7 plus 8 is 15. So as Bayou pokes their head around the corner, loads up a couple blasts of fire, and we are up to 99 damage dealt to the amethyst dragon. Top of the order is Zinsha. Very quickly, things have started to turn in the favor of your party as things have gone along here. As you are sitting on the back of this creature, it seems to be the magical connection seems to be weakening between the rider and its dragon. What would you like to do?
I want to take the amulet that you said was in the armor. You said that was sleight of hand?
I'll count it as one of your attacks, so make a sleight of hand check.
That is only an 8. Do I add bless to the checks?
It saves, and so you reach in with one of your hands, and you try to grab it. You still have your offhand that you can make your 2 attacks with, or your attack with.
I'm gonna just sleight of hand again. I'm just gonna try to grab it. This is the only thing I care about.
Okay.
Do I add a D4 for bless?
No.
Okay.
It's attack rolls and saving throws.
19.
A 19. All right. So you grab this amulet from inside of this giant's pocket, and you feel a wave of an odd, a very strange sensation pour over you. You feel sand skittering up your arms that's not there as you are holding this. And you feel all of a sudden your consciousness start to meld with the broken consciousness of this drake that is in front of you.
Okay. Are we getting time dilation, time slowdown kind of vibes?
Yes.
Okay. You said it was a fractured, like, broken personality?
Yes.
I'm gonna freely accept that we're, like, joining mentally. Remember, Nilamananji does psychic stuff anyway. So this is a very common, like, dreamy experience. I also didn't exist very long ago and existed only conceptually as a part of a giant dragon god. And my main motivations, like as a creature, are I do not want to be trapped, and I want to be able to move and go and do what I want to do. Like, it is just, I would like to be free from any kind of restraints. And so as I notice the fragmented personality, I'm going to fill it in with myself and become more with this dragon and really lean into the process. I don't even know to be afraid of it. You know, I don't have any concept of losing myself. I was always part of a dragon, you know?
And so as you sort of dive in, you feel that in order to make this dragon move, any time that you're sort of like the feeling that you get is anything that you do to this dragon to um in order to move the dragon yourself, you can tell that you would be pushing on a sore spot. It would cause pain to the drake.
Is there any sense of an agent in there, like things that it wants, things that it would like, things that it would do if no one told it what to do?
No.
There's nothing there. There is just this beaten, enslaved creature.
This and so this is the when the betrayer worm revealed himself to Llewellyn, and they showed, actually this is way back in season 1, Odyssey was shown a whole bunch of eggs in Hirja's sanctum by the Sapphire Dragon. And Hirja was like using magic to accelerate the growth of some eggs to get them to hatch more quickly. And as the party kind of has shared this with you, or maybe not, you're putting together that this might be someone who is like the spirit wasn't even ready to be there by the time the body was ready.
The body was created.
The body was forced to develop quickly, where the spirit was not.
I see.
So is this basically like a husk of a dragon? It is a body. It is a physical body, but there is no, in essence, soul or like spark.
It is a very weak spark.
Well, you see Zinsha like truly crying, like weeping, as they find the resolve and make the pragmatic decision. And it's like, I did not hurt this thing. I didn't even create it. The time for rest will come, but for right now, you have battles yet to fight. And I just take complete control and I say, okay, it's gonna hurt. I mean, it's always hurt. What else would it be, right?
All right. Heck yeah. So
and what I do is I tell it to do a barrel roll and shake the giant off.
All right, and the giant kind of as it will on its turn it will do those things. Next up here, we will have me checking my stats here. So Celstrina, you see Zinsha openly crying, holding a necklace. Actually, you don't, because you're in a big bulb of shadow.
My shadow goes away. My shadow drops because my turn started. Now I see Zinsha openly crying, holding an amulet. Because it goes away at the start of my turn. Yep. So in the one next to me, how much damage has it taken?
69 plus 24 plus the
93 plus 34
like 24.
69 plus 24 is 93.
Yep. So we have evenly split damage between these two drakes.
But this one's not bloodied yet.
This one is definitely bloody. Yeah.
Oh wait, this one's also bloodied?
Yeah.
Okay. So I could also try to make a play for the amulet of this one if I wanted to.
You could.
Okay. I have a few ideas for how to achieve this, but I tell you what. How about how would you feel about using illusory feint to get like an extra chance to like make the roll? Like if I miss, then I can roll it again.
No.
Okay. My other thought was, I'm pretty bad at sleight of hand, but you were saying like if there's any other way. I have create bonfire, and I was thinking of like burning away their armor straps or whatever. Where are we at with that? Does that sound like a fun thing to move toward?
What?
Is there a burn away their armor straps angle to make it easier to get access to their amulet?
Uh,
It's okay if not.
I'll
I just like
I'll
being
let you
creative.
do that to drop the DC a little bit for whatever grab you're gonna try to do.
Okay. So do you want to have that be like I'll use my turn to create bonfire, and then later the DC will be lower, or just like and then they roll
I'll do
for
it
it
as like
and
a combo.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure. Okay, so now we have a flavor justification, and we can and we'll have Josephine come over here and help me with this too, because this is going to be So now that this dragon is on the ground, I just kind of absolutely nailed the rider with through that hole in the cage, and then locked them in with me, as it were. Even though I'm at death's door and glowing shadowly, Josephine flies over and gets in the rider's face as I create bonfire. And maybe what it also does is it's hot, and then it's like metal armor, so they're like flapping their hands and stuff, and then like it leaves an opening for me to try to do a sleight of hand check. Okay. 15, but if it fails, I get to add a d4 for talisman.
Add your d4.
19.
All right, so you are able to slip your hand in. I'm gonna say take 2 fire damage as you burn your knuckle.
Yeah, I love that.
And you
maybe
feel your
maybe my sword
consciousness-
is in there from the last attack from last turn, and my sword has all these like serrations on it, right? So maybe my sword is still in there, and I kind of just like jerk it to the side. I see an opening with the bonfire and catch it on it and like bring it towards me and grab it on my sword. But I still take the damage. Just
Yeah, absolutely. And so as you grab this amulet, you feel again this tremendous emptiness as you kind of feel your consciousness rush in to the amethyst dragon in front of you.
Yes. Okay. So, ouch. That's I guess actually Celestrina knows a thing or two about tremendous emptiness. Maybe that's not that big of an oof for her. She has a tragic backstory. We haven't really gotten into it, but it has existed for many years.
I have it many years since 2023.
As it's been many years since like 3 months ago. So
well, realistically, how long in game actually, like from season 1 to now, how long actually are we talking? Like, is this just been
60 days?
It's been a month. Oh, 2 months. Wow.
It's been okay.
60
so
days is 1 month in the world.
Oh, okay. So it's been 1 month of in-world time that all of these events have coalesced. Okay.
Can I get that in dog ears?
Well,
22.
How many moons does Graduale have?
I mean, dog years also is an interesting thing where it scales. Actually, it's not everyone averages it to 1 year or 1 year to 7 years, but actually as dogs get older,
Holy smokes! Okay.
Anyway,
as all this is happening,
as all this is happening. Sorry, you go.
This is happening. The dismounted riders are sitting there as the drakes kind of lay there quaking. I don't have a great mini for those, so I'm just going to drop these guys onto the field for them.
I was kind of hoping to instruct this dragon to like fly up and then drop the rider off from like 90 feet in the air.
Oh, so we're just whole hog gonna do the
I don't know. Is that evil? Maybe I'm misunderstanding the situation.
Yeah, using the magic that the giants use to control the. Well, okay, I'm okay.
No, I'm not
gonna do.
I don't want to do something evil. I'm doing something that didn't seem evil to me as a player, but if my character would know it's evil, I won't do it. Like it seems like the best way to protect these dragons is to like get their help in this fight. Like, do I? Is that like perhaps it is like I can. My instinct as a person is that it is questionably ethical to like force this dragon to do something that my character perceives to be in its best interest, like fighting against its jailers, as it were, but not like outright evil. But I just want to make sure I understand what you have told us and like the lore of the game enough that is accurate. It's okay if it's not, and that's okay. So
if your read is like that, you're cool with using the magic for good ends. That's cool. That's a choice. I'm here for it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So Celestrina feels the emptiness, but as somebody who is well acquainted with depression and like dealing with like, you know, other beings with minds that are maybe incomprehensible, she I think that I think that maybe she feels the power over the dragon and says like protect yourself, because that seems like a good thing to say. And then I just feel like that is kind of I feel like that's what they do if she said that. But you can say something else other than flying up and dropping them on the ground. But that seems like a fair thing to do. And also if it matters, I would like to just use a healing potion if we're still fighting after this.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
are.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So we're gonna have two riders dropped from the 90 foot distance.
I only have one of the amulets.
Is that
I don't
what
know
Zinsha is going
what
for
Zinsha
as well?
would do.
Is what I would do? What?
Zinsha is gonna try to splat the rider from the other dragon's back.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like something I would do. I figured I'd do that on my turn. Yeah, bring the dragon over to the other dragon and take some swipes at the rider.
Oh no! So for context, we have both amulets now.
Okay.
So my character has said like, and I think we give instructions, but then like on their turn, the dragons do stuff. So like the instructions that my character gave was like protect yourself, with the vibe of like maybe the dragon flies up into the air and then does a barrel roll, making the rider fall 90 feet to the ground.
Oh, no, I was going for more of like a Gundam vibe, like weird one entity at the moment. Our minds have meld like Vulcans.
I think it's great if you do so. If you follow it, if Zinsha does something different.
That's what I assumed. I mean, yeah. Molly can still control it. I don't really care about that, but I was thinking it was almost like a spiritual thing.
Love it. All right, cool. So
I say it was like Gundam. It was like Vulcan's mind melding. I don't think those are the same things.
No, they're not. I was thinking about.
No, it's like Gurren Lagann. It's like the mechs in Gurren Lagann, where you have to have your stomach full and it gets stronger if you're really into it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, the only thing I've seen is Evangelion. That's the only thing I can.
It's like it is actually just like Evangelion. I just didn't want to reference Eva on a live stream because it's cursed. No, it's
cursed.
Like, Eva? Well, don't.
No, it's like Pacific Rim, where both of you are in the drift and you're drifting together. No.
What is happening?
I'm just trying to use the anime that I watched to explain what I'm doing with this dragon, okay? And it's not working.
Why is Evangelion cursed? It's the only anime I've ever seen.
Talking about Evangelion is cursed. Talking about it is cursed because everybody has opinions and none of them are good. Bringing it up, it's like throwing a grenade and then just walking away. Bringing up Eva.
I have some feelings about this as like the only anime show I've ever enjoyed. Now I'm finding out talking about it is cursed.
It's not bad. It's cursed because it'd be like we're doing it right now. We're talking about Eva. This is what I mean. Is you bring it up and all anyone wants to do is talk about Eva. This is what I'm talking about. It's cursed. It's a curse.
I don't get it. All right. So
you have thrown off the DM.
the DM error.
404 DM not found.
404 DM not found.
Only anime you've seen is Eva?
Yeah, I don't watch anime.
Do you think anime is like that? That'd be funny.
well, you said it's cursed to talk about it.
It is
So I'm
cursed
not
talk
going
about
to
it,
curse us further by talking about it.
That's
further.
great. You're
And
smarter
then
than
you
I
can.
am.
Well,
I
hold
thought-
on.
wait,
hold
I
on, I do
thought we
have
were
one
allowed
more
to-
point to bring up because then you get into the conversation of the show versus the final movie to like
Right.
cap it out, which is a whole other conversation.
Uh,
All right,
wait, wait.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
I thought now that we're a live stream, we're allowed to curse.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Okay. Do you have any more ad breaks left?
Oh no!
We can just use that as a palate cleanser and move on.
Help!
I think it's fun if we have a couple different directions that we are going with
Zinsha,
this.
you have to get in the dragon. If you don't, Ray will have to do it again.
Oh no!
And then it's just like Ray in our D&D campaign
Right.
on a stretcher. Honestly, Celestrina is giving Asuka now that I mention it.
Yeah, actually, extremely.
All right. So as you get as you rally and you send the dragon to shake its rider off, a third dragon wheels around the southern pillar as you hear the beating of wings. Let me roll them into initiative.
Molly, quick question.
Yes, you're screwed.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. Where did the giants, either one or both of them, fall within 60 feet of me?
They have not fallen yet. The
Oh.
exchange of power has occurred.
Okay, well then I will wait until they have fallen.
All right. Erish, there are still two giants. There's still a giant strapped into the saddle in front of you, and they're trying to like reach out and hit Zinsha or grab Zinsha from their back. Well, wait, it is their turn. It's the dragon's turn, which means it's the rider's turn. So Zinsha, are you staying there with the amulet in your hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is the rider's off the dragon? It's just me on the back of this dragon.
No. It's you and the rider on the back of the dragon. You have the amulet. Would you
I
would have
have-
gotten off, I assume.
I would prefer not to. I think Zinsha would prefer not to and prefer to be close. Zinsha's gonna grab on and instruct the dragon to shake and swerve and spin and do, Alorian rolls and barrel rolls and all sorts of Raven-esque kind of tricks to try to throw the rider off while Zinsha just holds on for dear life. I guess the rider's strapped in a lot. Can we say I'm hacking at the straps? I don't know.
Yeah, make some attack rolls.
Okay, and I'm still blessed.
You are
right?
still blessed.
Okay, stay blessed. Okay.
To my
That's
real ones out there, Big Dad in the
21.
chat.
Praise to the Most High. Okay, 21. to hit.
No.
Cool. So the first one, a couple straps come loose as the first dagger fall hits. Give me another attack roll.
Alrighty. This one is that's huge. 19 plus 1 plus 7, 27.
So now as soon as I'm not asking for damage numbers, you start rolling well.
Look!
Well, no, that's perfect. That's so in character for Zinsha.
All right, so Zinsha
They're not here to
continues.
kill people.
Look,
deftly hacking at the straps, and so as you're pulling up, you see wait, why am I having you attack right now? It's not your turn, it's the
strap?
dragon's turn.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
but I
it's the
said the
dragon's
dragon's spending its turn shaking the rider off.
Right.
And so
I don't
was hacking
know.
at
I
the
don't know what's
straps.
going on here.
Hey, it's pretty cinematic, I will say.
Zinsha's holding on for dear life, grabbing onto the a scale, a kind of a ragged scale on the back of it, while the dragon starts to picks up into the air and does steep does rapid flips or rapid spins in the air, trying to throw off the riders on its back. Make a dexterity saving throw or strength saving throw.
My choice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that landed on the keyboard and was not.
That's also
recorded.
blessed.
This is a 15.
So saving throw versus barrel roll. All right. So as the spinning is happening, you are going to lose your grip on this as the giant starts to fall. I need you to make I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab your zip line.
Oh,
before
I
you
get
hit the ground.
Do I get bless on saving throws?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 15, but let me roll the d4. It's an 18. Does that pass?
All right, your grip is just starting to loosen.
Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry to do it like that. I just forgot the bless.
So as this happens, the rider is starting to wiggle off. With another round of this, you're for sure the rider will fall. The sapphire dragon will is kind of still down there with Celstrina. Celstrina has said, "Defend yourself," and the dragon is going to bite out at the rider on its back. Bite is super effective. That is another 19 damage, and I need another claw attack.
Does that make
Claw
the
attack will
rider's
miss.
psychic or ghost type?
And then the dragon will shoot straight up in the air 80 feet. Next up is Erish. Erish, as all of this is happening, you're facing south. And you see a third, this one is a ruby dragon, pull up from underneath the lip of this tower and land on the top of the tower. What would you like to do?
Wait, what tower?
The tower that you're on.
But isn't there a dome?
There's a dome. It's open air. It's just a roof.
So it is at the lip of the dome, or is it at the edge of the is it at it's the precipice
platform on top of a tower?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It comes up like this onto the top.
But we have at present, right? I can see it coming over, but at present we have a layer of glass separating us at this point. For the moment.
Point, the dome does not seal you in.
Right. It's open at the
there's
top,
like
I
openings,
assume, right?
There's openings on the sides. It's open air. The columns support the glass, but there's air blowing through.
I see. I understand.
So it's like
it can crawl in.
Chunky. It's got holes around the bottom to get in and out.
Like
it's just kind of a view of the city. As you're looking around, you have a view of Ardmores. You see the water bugs skirmishing, the Hirsian flotilla out. You see the batteries of artillery firing off from the Dagger's Edge fortress. You see the whole city from where you are, and this is just a glass roof over an open kind of like pavilion. A rooftop pavilion.
So
I
if
did
we
not do a good job of describing this encounter at all today.
Sorry. If we run off the edge, we'll just fall off the edge if we run to the outside.
If you go off the edge, you will just jump in.
Because there's just a hole there. Cool. Sorry, I understand now.
Cool. So it comes up and lands on the bit, and you see the rider kind of pulling up on the reins as it screeches into the early morning sky. Erish, what would you like to do?
Erish, I'm assuming, is that who this is down here at the bottom that I see? Is that dragon? Just so I know it's
bad dragon.
Oh, well, okay. Anyway,
I mean, bad is a strong word for it. They're being controlled. It's more of a neutral dragon without like a will of its own, right? Like.
And if you want to find out more, the viewers at home are encouraged to go to neutraldragon.com.
Yeah, neutraldragon.com. don't go to the other one. Or do. I can't tell you what to do with your life. That's not for me to say.
Don't go to neutraldragon.com either. I don't know what that website is. It could be a scam.
Don't
Arish
tell
is
them
going,
about my scam. I'm trying
Arish
to
is
make
Arish, what are you doing?
Arish is going to yell out as her friends have kind of departed, right? They're aloft in the air, but she's just going to yell, guys, and then run towards to try to like gather some semblance of attention. 25,
I'm
30.
not. I'm on the ground. I am not with the dragon I'm controlling.
Oh, I thought you were on the back of the dragon. Okay, well,
Never.
you hear Arish yell, run. And you know what we're gonna do? I need to make sure this is right. I gotta do this right.
Celestina
do it
hears
right.
that and
I gotta do it
rolls
right.
her eyes like, what now?
You know what? Just because I've been having fun with that, we're gonna go ahead and grave grasp this dragon rider again at first level. We're gonna try to
Okay.
we're gonna try to lock this down before it gets to be a problem.
Alrighty, go ahead.
I still have bless, correct?
Yes.
So that's gonna be.
I see why cleric mains don't cast the spell bless. Like it is not fun to say yes you have bless, yes you have bless, yes.
I mean,
you
it's
have bless.
anything that's a status effect. It's the same thing of like, oh, do you have Bane? Do you have Bane? Do you have Bane? It's the same thing. I mean,
No.
any long-standing status effect can be. It's either on you as the person who cast it, or everyone else has to remember the status effect, right?
It was the worst in Pathfinder. I have to tell you, it's like, oh yeah, no. I'm flat-footed right now, so that means I have what? And then oh yeah, I'm flat-footed and frightened, so it's a minus a what? And then
Anybody
also
here ever play Warhammer?
No.
Yes, I
It's
play
like
Warhammer
that.
Kill Team specifically, but yes.
Oh, it's especially like Kill Team.
Yeah, I love it. Anyway, we can talk about that later. I'm very into that.
Hey, make sure you Twitch Prime if you want to hear Warhammer Kill Team
No,
chat during our next.
you don't.
stream.
You don't want to hear that. You probably don't. Anyway, it's a 16 to hit.
Twitch Prime. 16 will hit.
Okay. Restraint. Can't gain life while it is restrained. Must use its action or have a friend use their action to relieve the restraint as this giant ethereal spectral necrotic hand reaches up from the ground, grabbing at all points of their legs and holding them down, hunkered in place.
All right. Bayou is going to look at the giant that's still strapped to the back of this of the dragon that Zincha is on, worried about their new friend. They are going to toll the dead, the rider. And then I get to play. This is Molly plays with D&D with herself. Let's see. Wisdom save. Bayou. Oh, me to beat it. Toll the dead does not go off. So still focusing. They will tuck themselves back here. Next up is the storm, the ruby dragon themselves. They are going to 30-foot cones with these young dragons. Very boring. And they're restrained. I guess they burn their action to do restrained, and then they gotta fly 1, 2, 3. And then they're gonna go in. They're gonna shoot up another 50 feet straight into the air. Next up is Zincha. Do you still have the giant is probably got about is quite bloodied at this point. Just got a little bit left.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm just so I'm clear. I'm controlling Zincha, not the dragon right now. The dragon's turn, I was making attacks on straps, and that happened for some reason.
Yeah, time
Okay.
is weird.
Time is okay.
Time is weird, and so
Well,
are
I think I don't need the amethyst. I don't need the gem. I don't need to be on the dragon to use the gem to control it. Okay, well, I'm gonna do a real quick backflip and land on my zip line.
okay.
And this side of the zip line's on the ground, so I'm gonna say 20 feet down is probably triggering my momentum strike. And then
Like you jump off, and because you're doing a backflip, you like use the momentum, the angular momentum of the backflip to whip a dagger up or whatever.
Yeah, because the ability says if I move 20 feet. Okay. I'm gonna use momentum strike. I'm gonna throw a dagger. I guess I'll throw the magic one. That's fine. I'm probably not gonna need it. I'll throw it at. Am I throwing it at the guy on the back of this dragon? That seems risky. Risky. There's a new dragon that joined the fray, right? This one down here.
To the south.
The
I'm gonna try to
bad
finish what I
dragon.
started. I'm going to roll a d20 plus a d4 for bless, which I'm not asking, I'm telling because you got annoyed last time. And I'm gonna throw my +1 magic weapon at the guy on the back of that dragon, and hopefully I don't hit the dragon instead. Nat 20. First one of the campaign.
Yay!
Remind me how we do that.
Dice.
We do it different, right?
D4. So it's D4 D6 plus math.
It's d4 d6 plus another d6 because Hunter's Mark. Never
So then it's
that.
D4 D6 plus 16.
You do your normal damage, and then you add like your normal
Max.
damage all over again, except that if you had gotten a max on every die roll.
Okay. So 16 plus a normal damage roll.
Yep.
Well, plus your bonuses. You get your bonuses twice. You get your strength and your +2 thrown damage twice. No?
No.
You get them once?
Okay. So the dagger deals d4. That's 3. Hunter's Mark is d6. That's 5 for 8 total. And then I also get my momentum strike. That's off the table. So
Oh, no more momentum strike?
rolled a 6. So that's 14 on the dice. Plus my strength bonus plus thrown weapon is another 6. So it's 20 plus the 16 apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so 36.
So a hot 36 damage.
Plus 1 because it was the magic dagger, 37.
And
Now
a
we're
hot
talking.
37 damage. So we are up to 136 damage dealt to this giant.
Okay. And I have the gem for the thing, right? I guess we're just
It
gonna...
is mortal.
Mortal? What does that mean?
Very near death.
Okay, mortally wounded. Okay. We will throw another dagger. Landed on the keyboard again. That landed on the keyboard again. That one misses for sure. And then the offhand, that one I think hits. That is 15 plus 2 plus 7 is 24.
Hits.
And then that's d4 plus d6. Oh, I forgot to like move. I was gonna move up the zip line up here.
That was my understanding.
Yeah. And then with the momentum strike and the throwing bonus, but not the strength bonus. 2, 4, 5, 7 damage on that one.
So tell me about how you kill this rider.
We're going to borrow from part 5 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The first one's the really good one, right? The first one did a lot of damage. The first dagger lodges itself through his helmet, and I can tell that it's gotten into his head a little bit, and it's like gotten down to the skull a little bit, but he's still there. The second one, like Robin Hood, hits the first one and lodges it in. It just a little, and then it goes all the way into its head, and then he dies. And he's still strapped in. And he's still strapped in, so he's like ragdolled, you know, getting dragged.
And so as he starts to ragdoll and the barreling starts to really twist him around. The moonstone inlaid in his skull explodes, and so now there's just kind of like the spray of viscera down all over you, and you just sort of have a decapitated giant being spun around by a void drag by an amethyst dragon, just kind of with a cartwheel of gore just spraying all over the place.
Now I promise I won't take it out of this encounter because I have something roleplay planned. Can I continue to ride the dragon for the rest of this combat encounter?
Yeah.
Can I do the movement on my turn so I can actually use my class feature?
Sure.
Great. Okay. Thank you. I think I still have a bonus action. I'm gonna use it to make a rude gesture at the remaining giants, I guess. That's my turn.
So as very content with themselves, Zinsha buries 2 daggers in the head of this exploded giant, and head of this giant that explodes quickly after as the failsafe goes off. And as this all happens, we wheel around to Celestrina. What would you like to do?
How are we doing on the ward turns?
We have very few people have had any problem with their concentration. You've been doing great.
I don't know how many rounds it's been, so
4.
I was about to say, yeah, I think 3 or 4. Yeah.
Cool. You know, I don't have a ton to do right now. I'm gonna go around this way. Like, you see Celestrina, like, I guess to be clear, like this dome in the middle, I can see the dragon now. I couldn't see it before because it was on the ground, but now it is 50 feet in the air. I can see it from where I'm standing.
Yes.
So once again, Celestrina is just going to do a Forsaken Chains, as you see, like blue oil slick chains wrap around the hands and other appendages of the giant riding the dragon. And she's just going to start running and jumping over this way because that's fast and stuff.
I'm just picturing Celestrina kind of like in this heavy oil slick armor. Like, I don't know, like a country bumpkin running down a road on the way to like a new batch of moonshine, just like jumping up and clicking her heels together every like 5 or 15 feet as she runs down the road.
I don't think there's any way.
Am I the only one?
Just running and jumping, just like, yay!
Yeah!
She is definitely not having a good time right now. She is breathing hard and etc. So she is heading this way. And I don't think there's realistically a way to not be within breath range of one of the ward people. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. But what I am going to do is have this caterpillar jump on this guy's back. Finally is in range. And do a I was going to ask you how you want to handle, like, if there's anything, just attacking is all they can do. Or I was thinking of maybe if like instead of grappling, or like instead of the grappling doing anything, maybe the like string shot, if it hits, can just kind of like give them like a disadvantage on their next attack or something. I guess that the riders aren't making attacks, so that doesn't make sense. Well, okay, let me know if you have anything. For now, I'll just attack.
I don't.
Well, yeah. I mean, like later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 11?
11. Well, we will resolve that attack roll right after this ad break. See you in a minute. Yeah, so we are coming out here. Yeah. So, we love ads. 11 is gonna miss.
I figured. Yeah.
I love an ad.
I think that this caterpillar is going to jump on this dragon, because why not? You never know. I guess I'll do it. I'll do that when we come back. My bad. That would be better.
Can you give us a countdown when we're about to come back in, Molly?
Sure. When would you like for me to start?
Like 3. Give me a 3, 2, 1 count in, basically.
Okay, and you.
So I know when we're actually back in.
you'd like for that to align with the 3, 2, 1 of the ad break, or you just like for the show to start with a 3, 2, 1?
No, with the with the ad break, just so I know when we're back in. Like you can time it however, just so I know when we're back
3,
in.
Remember, we're still
2,
live.
1. 3, 2, 1. 3,
Yeah, I walked into that.
2,
Okay.
1, and we're back. Did I do directions good?
Yeah, you did great.
Thank you.
Are we
I
live?
never tire of hearing of that. We are Livy. 11 will miss. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. You see the other caterpillar jump onto the back of this dragon because I don't know, it could come in handy later. Who knows? And Celestina can once again use grasping shadows to set up a shadow sphere. Will it do anything? Who knows? But this time she's going to be smart about it. You see, because she's going to make the shadow sphere like let me paint a picture. She's like, you see her running, and as she's running, a shadow sphere appears like right, like I don't know, like around her and around the hair, but then she keeps moving to an unexpected location within the sphere, so that perhaps if they do try to hit her in the hair, both with a breath weapon, they will miss because they don't know that she actually moved somewhere different.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not allowed to know per se, but yeah.
No, I have no idea. I was dead at the time.
And that's Celestrina's turn.
All right, wicked. So as all of that is happening, let me pull this up, and then let me pull that up, and then so I don't accidentally show people this dang character, the dang stat blocks that I'm using.
Secret stat blocks.
This is going to force a strength saving throw from Guillermo.
No.
Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna do the attacks because I feel like hitting a Clothy is gonna be easier. 23. Okay. Yep, we got 3 hits on target. So it's gonna be 46 plus 2d10 plus 15. 46.
Graham, no.
Oof, that hurts. Gmo. So we have so that's 10 damage there plus 2d10 is another 10 plus 15, so that'll be 45 damage total. 35 damage total. What am I doing? And then so Guillermo has to roll three of these heckin' concentration checks, and will immediately fail. And so you see Guillermo is kind of knocked off course here. Next up is Zincha.
Yes.
No, wait, I just went.
Next up is the how the heck? What did I do?
Okay. Wasn't it it was Zincha, Celestrina, the dragon, or the giants, or the dragon riders, and then it was me. Right?
Did I skip you?
Me?
Did I
Didn't
skip
Celestrina-
A?
I think you did the ruby dragon on the turn of the other dragons and the riders.
Cool.
Even though the ruby dragon, I think its initiative is supposed to be later.
Well, it's got action surge, so I guess it did that. So next up
Great.
here, so what is the what is the sapphire dragon up to?
The sapphire dragon is protecting itself, and so you have a pretty good amount of control over what it does given that, but it flew 90 feet in the air last round and is shaking off the rider. It also bit the rider.
It's gonna make some bites at its rider.
Yeah,
Yep,
yay!
that'll be 2 misses and another miss. It rolled 3 4s across 2 different dice, so that sucks.
Yeah, it happens.
Next up is Erish.
Oh, well, what about the other dragon?
The other dragon, yeah, what do you want the amethyst dragon to be doing?
Wait, is Penny frozen?
Am I
No.
frozen?
No.
No,
No.
you're good.
No, you were just sitting there very stoically.
No, I came down off of my ADHD meds like 10 or 15 minutes ago. So
Yeah, so Penny, you get to decide what the amethyst dragon is doing now that its rider is dead.
I
You killed it.
thought I had
You
already
killed it.
said I wanted to use its movement on my turn, and that was what I.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you're,
and
use
you're
it
riding
pulled out. So Erish.
I mean, if you want, it can just come over to where I am, and I'll jump onto it, and then
Great.
we'll just take the same turn from now on.
Great. Erish, you're
It's
up.
easier.
Okay, cool. We're gonna do, because it's been working pretty good so far. We're gonna go 1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Erish is gonna run forward, point to this thing again, drop another spell slot, and attempt to grave grasp it out of the sky.
Wait, can you? How long is the range on Grave Grasp?
It's 60 feet. It's
Oh,
50 feet
nice.
in the air right now, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I made sure I was like, it didn't fly out of my range, did it? Molly wouldn't do that to me, would she?
No, I'm a good GM. I like my players.
You're doing wonderful. What am I
I
doing?
try to root for my characters.
Oh boy.
I don't go for the TP guy.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Erish is just gonna look up defiantly and say, "Stay down this time," and like grab up and grab the legs of this dragon and its rider and
All right.
restrain it.
So that's 5d6. 9, 11, 14, 16 falling damage.
Yippee!
Wait,
You're hitting free damage. What do you
didn't-
mean? Yippee!
not that it.
No,
I
that
don't.
was-
You don't
that
have
was-
to.
I was very excited about that. What do you mean? I'm very happy about that.
Erish runs forward, totally nonplussed, reaches their sword sort of in the air, pulls the dragon out of the sky using a hand made out of bones, and just sits there like,
No, don't no. That's not. That was Tread Yippee in very excited. Erish is frustrated and trying to keep this thing from flying away so that
She's
she
so
can get in.
stoic. She's so quiet. and
Yeah,
cold.
yeah, you know.
Strike a pose. Push
Uh,
your glasses up your.
Yeah, do the
face.
anime like it catches the reflection. It does. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ding, you know, like anyway.
Uh-huh.
I'm Molly. I'm done with my turn.
you're done with your, you think you're done with your turn. Woo-wee! Let me tell you. All right.
gonna come and hit
Bayou
me?
steps
Are you-
forward and runs forward, and you hear a dong as a watery bell rings out across the battlefield and through the head of this creature. It will fail with a natty 1, 2d12, 6,
Big Natty's
3,
here.
9. Big natties.
Anyone
We
here ever
are-
had a natty ice?
Of course, I was.
Regrettably,
I was a frat boy.
yes.
Are you kidding me? What? 100%. Very ashamed
Well,
of that chapter. In my
it's not
life.
quite 100%. It's more like 2%, but you know,
No, it's 4.5%.
it's 4.5.
4.5%.
Oh no.
Oh, that was an issue. That was the time.
Did you
here I am
shotgun-
showing you the stat block again? 'Cause
Did
I'm
you
doing
shotgun
great.
said Natty Ice just to add
Of
insult to
course.
injury?
Of course.
Okay,
Didn't they come in cans?
I think so.
Wait, does Natty Ice come in cans?
I don't think they come in cans. I don't know how you would shotgun a natty ice.
Yeah, and Natty
Natty
Ice.
Ice
Oh,
definitely comes in cans.
I only ever had them out of glass bottles.
Oh,
every single
you
time.
got the
Yeah,
fancy natty ices.
we didn't shotgun, but we would swirl it so that it.
Oh,
You
you
know.
did the okay. Yeah, you did that.
That all right. Wait, chat. Who the
Chat.
hell has had a natty ice out of
I
a
mean-
bottle?
I have had several natty ices out of a glass bottle. That's why I was
listen.
confused. I don't.
I was in a fraternity, and I've never heard of this. So
This
I hope
drink?
that contributes to your date. Yeah.
What? Hey, now hold on. Quick clarifying question. How old were you when you were in that fraternity?
I was 18 and 19.
Okay. All right.
Where was this line of questioning going?
Adora went to college when she was like 14.
I was
She-
11 actually.
Okay, yeah, and I'm like, so I needed clarification if she was like an adult in the Greek life, or if she was a
Okay.
minor being like hanging around with the Greek life. It's different.
I
Fair
first
enough.
rushed
You
when
know
I
what?
was
Fair enough.
17, but I didn't get in until I was 18.
Okay,
So
that is
and
that is relevant. That is different.
yeah, it is under 21 though. So
Well, that's normal.
for a fraternity, I understand that's not really an obstacle.
Oh
What?
Oh boy.
I can't believe I went as low as I was willing to go and said you went to college when you were 14, and I was wrong. That was too old. It was actually 11.
You went to college
Yeah.
when you were 11? I
Were
know
you
we're getting
doing,
off
like-
track here, but
Adora's an
Yes.
interesting person. You should get to know her.
Voluntarily, I don't know what the voluntarily is
no!
about.
Voluntarily drink a natty ice.
yeah, voluntarily
Stay
drink a
fun.
natty ice.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in another stream. How about that? But yes,
Alright,
I went to
uh,
college when I was
Sounds good.
11.
Make sure you Twitch Prime in order to talk about Adora's extended 9-year college career. Apparently,
Yeah. It was
I
eight,
see.
8, but that's fine.
Adora's 8-year collegiate career.
That's like two.
including
That's two
rushing a
college.
fraternity at
Yeah.
one point.
Anyway.
we'll have the. Anyways,
You're tolling deads.
top of the order. The dead was told. The damage was dealt. Bayou runs across the battlefield and it's like, no, leave Grandma alone. How is the dragons? It's a new dragon. We have new dragons here.
The old dragons, we were always attacking the riders, and now we control them, and the riders have been killed or are being shaken off. And the dragon that's down here, the South Dragon, that is a new dragon who appeared late. Molly, now that we're a stream, do we have to say Tolva live?
Oh.
We do have to tell
Oh.
live. Yeah.
I will
Ugh,
say I'm just
boo,
after the bad
boo.
dragon, so if you can just make sure that the bad dragon is in front of me, that's all I'm focusing on right now. Because I need
we're
to
just-
get the bad dragon.
We're fixated on the bad dragon. Are we
We're
still-
Alright,
fixated on the
so-
bad dragon.
The creature is restrained. I'm angry about this. It is going to look at you because the only thing it can do when it's restrained is aim its breath weapon at you, and so that's exactly what it's gonna do.
Oh, this is okay. Hit me. Or I guess I need to dex save, right? That's what I need to do.
It is a strength save. And
It's
Oh,
Save? Oh, I'm good at that. I thought it was a dex save. Why was I wrong?
the previous two were.
Oh.
yeah.
Ah, this is right. This is a new dragon. You're right. I should not make assumptions based on the previous dragons we fought.
A tremendous cone of red of ruby lightning pours out of this creature's mouth and rips across the battlefield.
This will be. Oh, I get my bless. Yes, that's a 20. That's a 20. That's a 26. I might still go down, to be honest, because I'm only sitting at a fresh 12 HP. So even a half damage might knock me out.
So,
That's okay. They promised healing word once we fall unconscious.
You take 27 bludgeoning damage as this storm around you whips up, and half of that will be 14.
Yeah. So Arish goes down. So
There's a bad dragon under you. Indeed.
That's just a normal Friday night.
That's just what we do. That's just how we pass the time. Zincha, what do you want to get up to?
Is the dragon still on the ground?
Yes, on the ground behind Erish.
So is the dragon still restrained because it just
the
uses
bad
breath
dragon is still. Well, wait, is your spell concentration or is it
No,
just...
it's just
Right, so yeah, it's still restrained.
Oh, the breath
Weirdly-
weapon is its action?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless I'm looking at these wrong, weirdly, a lot of my spells don't actually take concentration. So good to know.
I don't think that's that weird for a melee person.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, true.
I don't take concentration spells for that reason.
Well, also because your DC wasn't great. Okay, Zincha, what would you like to do?
It's back to my turn already?
Yes. Now,
okay.
finally.
Okay, we're gonna run onto this dragon and jump onto its back.
Yep.
We're going to throw a dagger. I already threw my enchanted dagger. We're gonna throw my dagger at the new dragon rider thing, right?
It will be at disadvantage because of long range. Unless you're going to use the dragon's movement to close.
I will do that. Can you give me control over the dragon somehow?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you can just move me. Just move me a little closer until you think I'm not long range.
Oh, I'm doing the thing everyone always does. They go to, so we'll get to about there. It's about 60, 80 feet.
Okay, and then we're gonna throw my 3 daggers as is tradition. That is a 24 to hit on the first one.
With it being restrained, do you get advantage to hit it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
That's what restraint does.
I'll fish for a crit. I do not get the
I
crit.
love fishing for
Roll
crits.
the same number. Now I'm gonna roll my damage stuff.
Very surprised you didn't go for elven accuracy because I know that about you.
Me? Who?
No. Adora.
I did.
Okay,
Oh,
I
you did?
rolled 11
Yeah.
plus 4 plus 2. So 17 damage on the first one.
17 damage. Okay. Where did I put my white erase marker? Guys, can you help me look for it?
It's behind you on the bed. I'm lying to you. Okay.
Is it in the is it in the windowsill?
No, that's my concealer.
Oh.
This
If
is
you have
rude.
advantage on a roll, do you re-roll all the dice or just the d20?
Just the
You just
D20.
rolled 2 dice.
Well,
Oh.
I don't have 2 dice. Okay.
Oh.
Just roll the d20, take the highest.
Second attack, I rolled a 3 on the d4 for bless, and then a 5 on the first one, and 3 on the second one. So I managed to miss on that one. And then the offhand throw, that one for sure hits. That's like 29 to hit, but then I'll fish for a crit anyway. I missed the crit. This is Hunter's Mark plus d4. I did not move again, so it's just the Hunter's Mark plus d4, and it's just plus 2 because it's my offhand. 9 damage.
What was the middle one?
A miss.
A miss. Great. That
It
worked
was-
out really well for me because I found the marker right during the middle one.
It was
And
what?
I
Yay!
got the first one.
17
one
damage
was-
and then 9?
Yeah.
So as Zincha
26
is
total.
kind of perched on the back of this amethyst dragon,
Screaming.
Zoom. And that's why the second one missed. But the first one, very deadly accuracy, burying itself in the back of in the side of this giant as blood starts to trickle down its side, and the second kind of putting a scar into the creature's cheek. Next up here is Celestina.
Okay. So Celestina is her shadow bubble falls down, and she is just going to run over and jump also. So you see the shadow goes away. She sees what's happening. Actually, she doesn't because the dragon is on the ground, but she hears what's happening. and she runs around the corner and jumps to go further. Blah blah blah. Whee! I'm feeling like I don't make it into melee this turn. So it doesn't really matter where I put my character otherwise. So she's over here, vaguely, and going to use Mark of Shadows, pulling the dragon towards me 5 feet. Well, maybe even like over here. I don't know. Anything to get it further away from Guillermo, really. And then Josephine flies the rest of the way and is going to help. And then Celestina is going to use it's on the ground and restrained. Oh yeah, right. So I don't even need help from Josephine. Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna use Bloodletting Bite, which might not do any extra damage. I'm assuming it's not bloodied, but that's fine. I'd rather use a cantrip than take the attack action, just on principle. Let's go.
Taking the attack action is cringe. It is bloodied.
I feel like I need to get rid of this die because it's crits constantly.
Are you gonna say on stream that I am cringe because I take the attack action, Molly? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
you get to do cantrips when you do the attack action.
Hey, listen, we want to talk about cringe. I make 3 attack actions per turn.
Yeah, the
No, you make
cringiest of the
one.
bunch.
So
your attack actions are great. Okay.
So your third crit of this session with your loaded die. Let's
Yes,
go.
but it's Bloodletting Bite, so it's not actually going to be that much damage. It's 16
It's bloodletting bite. How much could it be?
It's not bloodied. It's just a normal
it is
attack.
bloodied.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it is also a hand axe, so it is going to be not that much damage because I don't get my like D8 twice. Okay, yeah. So D6 and 2D12 is the damage, plus my strength, which is +2. So we'll do 5, and then my D12. That's 15. That's 20 damage plus 2 for my strength is 22 damage, and then the maximum was 30, so 52. So 52 damage. Here's the funny thing is I do have elven accuracy. All of my crits have been pre-elven accuracy, so I haven't been having to fish for crits. So yeah, that's going to be 52 damage with a hand axe, and I'm going to actually remember this time to have the Vex property trigger, although it doesn't matter if it because it's restrained. But I'm still going to remember, to practice. So Celestrina,
you're going to remember that you have the ability to crit a giant that you threw one hand axe. This giant was bleeding. Your friends had been kind of peppering it with different attacks. You throw one hand axe from halfway across the chamber, and halfway through, you watch Koshid step out of the shadow fae. You see this shadowy creature with long, gangly limbs step out and grab onto it. Its splay-headed, six-eyed visage stares you down, looks at the giant, grabs the axe, and slices the giant in two. Destroying the axe completely, and also the giant.
That's all right.
And that is where we will exit combat, and also where we will step away from for the evening. Thank you so much for everyone who's been hopping in chat. It was so much fun to talk with all of you. Hi, Avery. Hi, Ben. Hi, Isabel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. And thank you so much to my cast, for Adora, for Penny,